Hello. In this video, I want to tell you how to properly scan a ring so that it can later be easily combined into the final mesh to create a shadow band. First, I'll explain the mistakes you might make during this process. For example, you scanned a ring and ended up with two different results from the same ring. We will now remove the support and try to connect them, and you will see what the problem is. We select the area that we want to remove with the selection tools and press the delete button. Now you can see that we have two problems. The first problem is that we do not know which side is left and which is right. In other words, it may happen that we place the ring on one side for the first scan and on the other side for the second scan. This part can be either in this position or in another one. In other words, we don't know where the left is and where the right is. The second problem is that we don't have a point of reference to determine where this ring stops or is located. Thus, if we rotate the ring in a circle, we don't know where to stop so that the second part of the ring is in the correct position. In other words, we don't have a part that we can grab onto and say that this ring is here, the other half is here, or here, and so we have no way of matching these two parts. And the program can't do it either. Even though the ring is symmetrical, we can still have problems with accuracy. So in order to scan the ring correctly, we have to do one trick. I'm going to load a series of meshes that we've taken from the scanner. As before, it is the same ring scanned in two positions. So, you see, they're in the same place, but we used a trick. Now I'm going to separate them so you can see. There are 16 meshes per scan. So we're going to highlight the meshes from the second scan now. And you see, we have two scans, as it were. In the first one, we scan the ring in one position, and in the second one, in another. Here, in order to understand where left and right are, we used a little trick. We added a piece of glue to the side that indicates where left and right are. Thanks to this, we cannot confuse left and right. Also, we have the stone itself as an additional reference point. That is, we see the stones in the first and second scans. Now both you and the program can use this to align these scans relative to each other. To start, we will now select and remove the support. I've now turned off the manipulation tool, and by holding the spacebar, I'm going to try to very carefully select the support. It's important to position the support as far away as possible for each scan to make it easier to remove. For example, if you place it in this part and then rotate the ring to another position, you won't have to worry about removing the support with great precision. In this case, the support is very close, so we need to be careful to remove it more accurately without removing anything extra. When I recorded the previous video, it turned out that I removed more than necessary, and I had to record the video again. To delete the selected part of the mesh, press Delete on your keyboard. Great! Now we already have two meshes. You can use the program to automatically align it, but just in case, we'll do it manually. So that the program does not confuse left with right, we place them as close as possible to the correct position. I turned on the manipulation tool and aligned the two rings roughly. And now I'm going to turn on the rotate manipulation tool, and I will turn the ring so that it is as close as possible to the first position. I use the white dot to move the ring. This will help the program align the meshes better. Now, we deselect the second part that we selected earlier and select all the meshes together to specify to the program which meshes we want to align. Now, select Align, Standard in the menu. The program aligns the meshes. It can, in principle, do this even when they are not very close. However, in this case, to ensure the program does not confuse the left and right, we brought them as close as possible to avoid errors. Now, we select Align, and then select Optimize Align. Great! All this has happened, and now all that's left for us is to press the Finalize button. Here, you can customize it as you wish. Increase resolution or adjusting the hole closure, etc. When I'm in a hurry, I just set the default and click Finalize. That's it. The result is ready. That is, we got a target for the ring from 2 scans. We didn't mix up left and right. We can see everything clearly. We can see every facet on the stone. We can now make our shadow band accordingly. Now all we have to do is save. Select the file, save. Export. Select the extension we need, for example, STL. We didn't select the mesh, that's the problem. Now we can't save because we didn't select it. How wonderful that we noticed this issue. I can show you what the problem is. To save only one mesh and not save everything else, we need to select it. You see, it's not selected now. I'm selecting it now. And now I go to File, Save, Export. Selected. Here in brackets, it says where Selected 1. And accordingly, I can save the folder wherever you want. Final, Mesh 2. That's it. Thank you for your attention. And next time, maybe I'll tell you how to scan and align a ring that doesn't have any stones on it. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Have a nice day.